You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Bare pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.
Welcome back to Monetizing Your Mind. Bob Bare's the host. I'm Patrick Dewar. We're really talking about repurposing content. We're giving you, well, this is really a training video in a sense, though it's on TV in the DFW area in Houston. And normally I would be hosting the Business Spotlight, so I almost messed up on it a minute ago. But I'm so thankful for you guys watching tonight because you're going to be learning about the ways to repurpose content. And then also, if you haven't been to Bob's More Power to Publish conference, he's got one if it's before May, what is it, 17th, 18th?
18 and 19th.
18th and 19th in Irvine, California. By all means, go to morepowertopublish.com. Get a seat at that conference. If you've got a book in you or you think you'd like to find out, is it possible? Bob, I know you say it is.
It is. There are so many things that people can do, and it's a matter of knowledge on how to do it and a matter of inspiration to do it. It takes both the motivation and the knowledge. I know some of our listeners have experienced somebody calling them on the telephone for advice. And when someone is asking you questions, when somebody really wants to find out something, I know that sometimes you say things that you feel like, where did that come from? I mean, sometimes I find myself saying statements that I'm thinking, wow, that's pretty good. I wish I had time to write that down. Well, imagine that you're talking to someone on the telephone and it's one of those long 30-minute conversations. You're at your best. You're really enthused about what you're talking about. You're giving this person one step after the other of this is what you should do. Imagine if you were recording that conversation. And it's not that hard to do. A lot of times with clients, I'll have them call in on a conference line and I'll tell them ahead of time, let's record this and then I'll give you a link to the conversation in case you forget something. And I've never had anybody turn me down. They love that ability to go back and listen again to what we talked about. But when I take that information, when I take that recording, I can often transcribe it, put it in writing, and I don't have to say who I was talking to, but some of those salient points, some of the great information that you come up with while you're talking on the telephone can turn into a blog article. It can turn into a video that you film and you talk about and you teach the same thing. It can turn into a webinar where you're teaching those points in a webinar. And capturing those moments is really important in order for you to be able to repurpose it.
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Bare pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.